These on-screen kissing scenes were not planned at all. These on-screen kissing scenes were not planned at all. Most films have a love story. Whether the film is a love story or a romantic subplot, many actors have scripted on-screen kisses. However, there are cases where in the script there's no kiss, but actors plant one on their co-stars anyway. Number 1. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. The Star Wars franchise has been extremely popular for decades. Older generations grew up watching Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, and the younger generation can enjoy the other franchise installments in the theaters today. Star Wars: The Last Jedi brought back Luke, and the two characters share a tender scene together. When the two are talking and Luke is ready to walk away, he kisses Leia on the forehead, which wasn't in the script, but the producers chose to leave it in the final cut. In the scene, Luke and Leia are parting ways forever, and Mark Hamill's decision to kiss Carrie Fisher was appropriate in the scene. Sadly, Carrie passed away before the film was released, making this kiss all the more memorable. Number 2. ER. ER was the most popular medical drama on TV until Grey's Anatomy took the crown. ER went on for 15 seasons and followed the careers and love lives of the hospital staff. Dr. Doug Ross plays a ladies' man who often makes mistakes, and Nurse Carol Hathaway had a romantic encounter off-screen, leading her co-workers to assume that he was the reason Carol tried to kill herself. There was a will they, won't they vibe, leaving fans on the edge of their seats. When the couple finally got together and officially became a couple, the audience was thrilled, until it was time for George Clooney to leave the show for film roles. Juliana Margulies stayed on for a while and was given a love interest, although not too serious. The audience would never believe that Carol would fall in love with anyone other than her soulmate, Doug. When Juliana decided it was time to leave the show, the writers decided to give the couple the happy ending the audience had been waiting for. Carol decides to go see Doug, to see where they stood, so that they could be together as a family with their twin daughters. When Carol met Doug in Seattle and he saw her for the first time, it was one of the most romantic on-screen kisses, giving the couple the happily ever after the fans wanted. Number 3. Lost in Translation. Lost in Translation stars Bill Murray as Bob, an aging movie star, and he befriends a young college graduate named Charlotte, played by Scarlett Johansson. The film tells the story of this unlikely friendship, and in the final scene, Bob kisses Charlotte. Charlotte's surprise during the kiss was actually Scarlett's reaction, because the kiss was not in the script. Bill added the kiss at the last minute, and director Sofia Coppola liked it so much that she kept it in the final cut. Number 4. The Office. The Office is one of TV's funniest shows. Steve Carell plays Michael, the inappropriate and often lovable boss of the office. Michael often says and does inappropriate things, which drives the audience mad, but makes Michael Scott a funny character. Oscar Nunez played Oscar, and when it comes out that Oscar is gay, crazy things start to happen. Michael goes out of his way to prove to the office that he's accepting and isn't homophobic. He kisses Oscar to prove he accepts everyone equally. The scene called for Michael and Oscar to hug, and Steve surprised Oscar with an unscripted kiss to make the scene that much funnier. Oscar was shocked, and the kiss made the scene much funnier and so much more memorable. Number 5. Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is a film starring Tom Cruise playing Major General William Cage. He gets stuck in a time loop that keeps bringing him back to the day he died in battle over and over again. Emily Blunt plays Special Forces agent Rita Rataki, and Major General Cage recruits her to help him. The writers wanted to add a romantic scene, but the kiss was too tricky to fit in with all the action. Emily knew what the writers wanted, so she kissed Tom, although it wasn't in the script. She chose the right moment, and it worked perfectly, so was added to the final cut. Number 6. Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black was a Netflix hit, based on a book by Piper Kerwin. who wrote about her experiences while in prison. Many of the scenes were fictionalized, but there were many things in the show that did really happen. Piper is the main character, and in the first season, we're introduced to her ex-girlfriend, Alex, whose criminal activity landed Piper in prison. Piper is angry with Alex for putting her in the position she was in, and, despite having a boyfriend, Piper still had feelings for her. The audience learns a lot about the couple in the flashbacks. When the two women see each other in jail, sparks fly, even though Piper tried to deny it. During an argument in the chapel, Alex kisses Piper, and the passion in the kiss was not in the script. The audience wanted the two to get back together, so the scene and the passionate kiss were left in. Number 7. The X-Files. The X-Files was one of the best shows in the 90s. FBI agents Mulder and Scully are partners, investigating possible alien life on Earth, among other crazy ideas. There was always a will they won't they vibe, which drove the audiences crazy, because they wanted the two back together. The writers planned to put the two together eventually, and in a season 7 episode, the two ended up in an alternate universe, and there was a kiss. The fans were thrilled about the kiss, but it took a lot longer for the couple to get together in this universe, making the random kiss that much more satisfying. Number 8. American Hustle. American Hustle stars Christian Bale as a con man named Irving Rosenfield. Jennifer Lawrence plays his wife, Rosalind, and Amy Adams plays his mistress, Sydney. The two didn't get along because they were fighting over the same man's attention. When the two women see each other, they start to argue, and Rosalind grabs Sydney and kisses her. This kiss was not scripted, and Amy came up with the idea, which surprised Jennifer, and she created a feeling of genuine surprise. The kiss was so well executed that it was left in the final cut. Number 9. New Girl. New Girl was a very successful television show. One thing that made the show so great is that the cast was allowed to improvise when they saw fit, making each scene feel more natural. In one scene, Schmidt, played by Max Greenfield, finds out that Nick, played by Jake Johnson, finds out that Nick is dealing with a health scare. Schmidt pulled Nick close to him and kissed him on the lips. The kiss wasn't in the script, but according to Jake, it caught him off guard and made him feel uncomfortable. Fortunately, after the two men worked together for a while, Jake understood Max's style, and the two continued working together for years. Number 10. Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls was a TV hit and followed the lives of a mother, Lorelai, and her daughter, Rory, who have a very close bond. The show follows the lives and loves of these characters and the people of Stars Hollow. Lorelai had several love interests during the show's run, and Luke Danes was the man the fans wanted her to end up with. Luke owns Luke's Diner, one of Rory and Lorelai's favorite places to eat. Luke had fantastic chemistry with Lorelai, and the audience always hoped the two would wind up together. Every time the pair almost ended up together, something happened that kept them apart. It took the couple 4 seasons to get together finally. The pair talked like they often did, and Luke told Lorelai to stop talking and kissed her out of the blue. Fans were cheering for the couple, and this unexpected moment was the catalyst for the couple coming together, and is one of the best scenes in the series. Seeing Luke and Lorelai together gave fans what they were hoping for all along. Number 11. Jurassic World. Jurassic World is part of the Jurassic Park franchise and is one of the best of all of the Jurassic Park movies. The movie takes place in a theme park featuring real dinosaurs, which makes it a bit different from the movies that follow the first movie in the franchise. The film stars Chris Pratt as Owen Grady, a velociraptor trainer. Bryce Dallas Howard played Claire Deering, a top executive in the dinosaur theme park. We learn early on that the couple had a date off-screen, which didn't go well. Owen didn't like that Claire created an itinerary for their date and refused to eat anything because of her diet. Claire didn't like that Owen didn't understand, so they went their separate ways. When the dinosaurs escape and chaos ensues, the pair had to work together to save her nephews and stop the dinosaurs from killing anyone else. At first, Claire wants to stay with Owen for protection, and it isn't long before the couple develop feelings for one another. In the final scene, the director told Chris to kiss Bryce, but didn't want her to know. The surprise kiss gave the scene a genuine feel, and it was left in the final cut. This kiss helped them become a couple, causing fans to wonder if they would still be together for the next installment.